we're starting out here in the Oregon playbook in a formation that I think a lot of you guys are going to like because it's very, very easy to run. It's found in a bunch of playbooks, actually. This is the gun normal Y off close. Okay, so we're in Oregon's playbook, but you can see on the screen right here, it's found in a bunch of different playbooks. And you can get bits and pieces of this little mini scheme inside of those playbooks. So first play, Y sail. And what's nice here is that we actually don't need to make a single adjustment for our first setup of this. Literally just snap the ball, hut, and we are ready to go. So what are we actually doing here? Where are our eyes going? How do we make our reads? Well, first thing we want to do is check this halfback underneath. I'm very big on you should immediately, if you have a halfback on some kind of underneath route, your eyes should quickly check him and the open space he's running to. So boom, I like it. Okay, there we go. Now, as soon as you identify you don't like it, you need to get your eyes off of that, okay? A lot of people stare down routes, and you can't be doing that. Right here, we can throw them again. You have to be willing to throw that because that throw dictates what they have to do on defense, okay? They have to defend that if you keep throwing it, obviously. Right here again, it's open. I'm just not going to throw it for the sake of the video, but we could have. Now, from there, my eyes will actually work up to see if is the corner route getting into an open space, and then my eyes will work back to this hitch and this in route, okay? So let's go through it again. Halfback's there. I'm going to purposely ignore him, though, and we're going to go to this corner route. Again, if the halfback's there, we're going to throw the halfback. Let's see if we can actually hit this in route slash hitch on the backside one time. Boom. And man coverage. Boom. This is going to do a good job versus man, match, and zone. So the first actual setup I'll say with this I like to do is simply take my slot wide receiver and put him on a drag route, okay? So it's wire triangle. In this case, it's wire triangle again to select him down the right stick. So we have this right here. This is the second setup of Y sail. Now, I like this, and we have a little visual bug. There we go. I like this because we're going to have a quick hitter over the middle. So now my eyes can actually go from halfback to corner route quickly over the middle. And these slot drags, tight end drags, you'll see them a lot in our schemes. They just do an incredible job of beating a lot of different coverages, right? And you can see already, I'm playing against random defenses, and we've hit this guy every single time. Obviously, a user could change this a little bit, but you're still, you can see it's a good route just because he's able to get open consistently against random defenses. That does not mean you spam him, but rather, I'm showing the importance. Everything else on this play is exactly the same. Let's go corner route right here. Oh, Dylan Gabriel. Brother, need you to hit that one, my boy. Let's go halfback right here. You cannot take your halfback for granted because that is an easy, what did we just pick up? Is that 8 right there? I mean, that's football, baby. Let's go. You know, even right here, we're able to outflank them a little bit, able to pick up 4. Not a bad idea. Make them really commit resources to defend that halfback flat underneath, or else you're just going to make offense really easy for yourself, right? And if you've gotten value from this video, consider doing me a massive favor and hitting the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. And again, if we've given you any kind of value from this video or other videos on our channel, you'd be doing us a major favor in return by just hitting that subscribe button. So next play I want to talk about here out of the normal Y off close is going to be mesh spot. Now this play is going to require a slight setup, and that slight setup is simply pressing wire triangle, selecting B or circle, and then up on the right stick. We're going to get a post route going on the right side. Now from here, I actually would like to stem him down. So to custom stem somebody, we're going to press wire triangle, select him again, hold left bumper, and go down the left stick. Basically making this post look around right here. I just like these post routes not going as deep down the field. And we snap this ball. You're going to see we have double drags. So same thing as earlier. These drag routes going to do a really, really good job. They just always will and always do. So keep that in mind. But then this post route is able to get across the field very quickly. Now you do need to actually make the throw. Dylan Gabriel is kind of selling us. He's had 2 bad throws this video. But don't be afraid to quickly check these drags underneath. My eyes immediately are working the middle of the field underneath and looking to see which drag is running into open space. Right here we have the tight end, and we're able to get him for a nice gain. Drags are a big rack opportunity for you guys. So let's do this again. This is what the play looks like. Hut. What we got? Drag A. I'm not going to throw A. I'm actually going to force it to B. Even though that's not necessarily the right thing to do, I just want to show it. Something you should be noticing, though, is I am not taking one-on-one shots with this fade route ever, right? I think one-on-one shots are really not good balls in the game. You don't catch them a ton. If you have a massive mismatch, then maybe, but just keep that in mind. Here's the thing, right? We can get receivers open, right? We can scheme our receivers open. We can call good plays that do that. So why are we throwing it into coverage willingly? There's no reason. Now, what you saw right there is that this wheel route can actually beat man coverage over top. So he is an option. Some people will run into trouble throwing him early, so I don't love to do that. But something like this, where you get that kind of man, you can lob it up and over, and you have a step. That's not so much a one-on-one ball. You actually have a step on that guy, so you're able to beat him over top if you get a good throw, which Dylan Gabriel does not. So we might just work the underneath. That is another thing with like why you want to throw underneath is because it's more likely your throw's just going to be accurate, right? So that's another big deal. But here, we're actually able to win. That's not a one-on-one ball. That is us winning, and we are throwing to an open receiver, right? You see the difference as opposed to doing something like, oh, we have a chance, throw it up. Don't do that. You're going to throw a lot of turnovers, waste a lot of downs. Now, if we're talking run game from this, we have a jet touch pass, which I said run game, and I immediately go into a play called pass, but this is falling into our run game category, where we could just snap this ball and get to the edge. These are very, very good, especially against these more compressed style defenses. If you're playing against like a 3-4 odd, a double mug, you can hit these touch passes for pretty decent gains. Don't be afraid to cut these up, and these aren't always going to be home runs, right? A lot of people think when you call this, it's got to be a 50-yard gain. No, sometimes even just getting to the outside and getting something like this, which is a cool 4, 5, that's not bad, and that's going to start dictating their hand, right? We want to, as an offensive player, really force our opponent to have to adjust what they're doing to stop what we're doing, right? We don't want to just play into their hand. We want to force them to adjust to us. And this is one of those plays that they really have to start adjusting. I will say you want an athlete at this left slot wide receiver position. So the other run that we have here that I think is very, very good is going to be the inside zone, okay? Let's go here. Let's go random defense. And this is pretty basic. You don't want to hold the right trigger until you're a little bit deeper into the run. But this is just going to be a very keep them honest type of thing. We have good pass plays. Well, guess what? We can come out here, just snap the ball, let our lineman work to the second level. Notice how I'm not going to hold right trigger until I get into an open area of the field where I want to actually sprint, okay? So right there, you know, this run could bounce inside or it could bounce outside right there. Bad run stick. But with the inside zones, you do have to have a little bit of like reading where you could bounce it all the way out. You could bounce it in. You could bounce it even further in. Like right here, we could actually, like you see what I'm saying? Like you could potentially cut it all the way back. These inside zone, any kind of zone run leaves a lot of flexibility for you as the ball carrier to actually cut that in different directions, right? Let's go again. Boom. Wow, we got shedded instantly. I watched that second level block. And if you want to make this a little bit interesting, a little bit better, you could motion your tight end across. Something you can just throw in there. And just like that, now we have an extra number. Boom. And the run, you know, the run game comes down to numbers very, very often, obviously. So being able to do this can obviously help you in your run blocking, right? You're just getting more bodies. Notice both times we did that, we got a lot bigger runs. Something to keep in mind. So we're in a live game here with the Oregon playbook, and we are just getting into it immediately. Oh, we get hit as we throw, but oh, we hit him in the Oh, come on, brother. I can't lie to you, boys. If that happens to you where the ball hits you in the ass, I'm sorry. Like, there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Dang. Dang. We're going to run the exact same plays that we talked about here in practice mode. Man, that's a big gain that just got wiped off. Let's go mesh spot. Go to that play we talked about. Halfback actually might be a big play right here. Boom, up top. There's a halfback beating one-on-one. There we go. For the sake of this, we are going to go. Oh. For the sake of it, we are going to keep on playing. But, like, there we go. You call plays that have big hitter potential, and you are able to get some big plays out of them and just make offense easy. That could be just a one-play touchdown right there, right? Let's go to Y-Sail here with the tight end on a drag. Or, I'm sorry, slot on a drag. And we might be able to get him quick. Halfback. Got to throw him faster. So, one thing with the... I end up getting a lot of yards. The one thing with the halfback flat route is that if you're on the short side of the field where your halfback doesn't have much room, you got to either hit him fast or get the animation that we just did right there because you just don't have much time, right? Something to keep in mind. Now here, I'm going to custom stem my tight end down a little bit on this Y-Sail setup just to get right to the corner of the end zone so we have a little bit better spacing. And I'm actually just going to work underneath right here. Should have hit halfback. Ended up hitting, I mean, we hit another open dude, so it's not the end of the world. And let's actually, I didn't set my audibles here. I should have put jet touch pass into my audibles. But let's do the same thing again, actually. Just to see. Halfback not there. Good defense. And this is where having a playmaker of a QB can be a big deal. Slide down. Try to avoid the wear and tear. And here, let's go now to jet touch pass. You could call this in the open field if you wanted to. I like to try to save some of these things until a little bit deeper, where it's just tough to pass down here, obviously. Let's go. Hit that block. Oh, we didn't. Cut it up. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let's go inside zone. I like the numbers we have on the left side. I'm going to motion this tight end across, though. Especially for the first time this game. He probably won't see this coming. Maybe he will. Boom. Skirt. Oh, come on. We're going to have to pass. Good job. Good defense. Good defense. Dang. We do have a read option. I didn't even talk about that, but the read option is an option. So this close, instead of that post route on this mesh play, I'm going to go deep in route. Okay. Boom. Tutty. There we go. Moving to the next offense. If you want a ground and pound option style offense where you can just tote option style football on your opponent, we have something here for you out of the Vanderbilt playbook. This is also found in 14 total playbooks. So there's a chance that you're running something that might have this right now. We're talking the pistol full house. Now, this is a great combination of under center option style, right? Where you like flexbone, what the academies run. But we're in pistol, so things will develop a little bit slower, and in my opinion, it's a little bit easier and even better to run. So pistol full house. The first play I actually want to talk about here is the zone read that you see on the left. Don't worry about this triple option. But before we get into the plays, we'll go back to the formation menu, use the right stick, click it a few times, and what you'll see is there's a package that gets us 3 halfbacks. In this formation, naturally, we're going to call zone read right here. There's a fullback on the field. We don't want that. We want 3 fast dudes back here, and ideally a fast quarterback. So I'm going to do something. Curious if you just noticed what I did, and we're just going to call this play zone read. I like to press nothing. We're just going to hand this ball off. And this run, you can either bubble it outside like we did right there, where you are kind of trying to get frisky with yourself, or you could cut it up. And we'll see if we get the ability to do that right here. Ooh, we miss a block. Run game, you can miss blocks in the run game sometimes. It's just how it works. We go right here. Notice I'm not even really making much of a read on this. We're not really trying to keep it. We will get into a play that has a read. But this is a completely symmetrical formation on offense. And what that means is that we have a halfback lined up behind us, and then we have 2 halfbacks or wing. You can call them like wing backs. There's a few different names, I think, for them. That we have lined up to the sides. And if we flip, notice how nobody moves, right? No one shifts, right? Because we have 2 outside wide receivers. Essentially, what this means is that we can run any play, any direction without the defense ever knowing. So what we want to do is, to the best of our ability, try identifying where the defense is weaker. Like right here, where do we want to run the ball? To the left or to the right? I'm saying to the right. So I'm going to press X to audible or square on PlayStation, then the right trigger. Now from here, we're able to go boom. Now I'm going to try cutting this up. Remember, you don't want to hold that right trigger until you get into the open field. Now let's go. We'll go run to the left right here. Bang. Can we get outside? We do. Big play potential. Throw that block. Bang. Easy touchdown. So that's the zone read, right? It's very, very basic. We're just trying to get to the outside. We could cut it in. Remember, use only the left stick until you get into open field. Now, for the triple option switch, this play is pretty cool. Let's go random defense here. Again, we want to count numbers. So right here, I want to go to the right side. Ideally, the P icon, if you see this P icon defender, ideally you run things where he is not directly outside of the read key. And if we were to flip this, you'll kind of see, notice how here we have the read key and then the P, the pitch key, they're right next to each other. We don't want that. So we want to run it to the opposite way of that direction. Now here, we're going to start off with the basic read option, okay? If I want to keep the ball with my quarterback, I'll hold A or X to pull the ball. And if I don't, we will just hand it off by pressing nothing. We go here, I wanted to hand it off. There we go. We're able to get right downhill. If you wanted to get kind of a bruiser running back right here, I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's go here again. And we're going to pull it this time. Now we get into the option. And a big thing with this, right? And I'm expecting EA to patch this a little bit to make these options a little bit better here soon. I don't know if that'll happen. I'm expecting it to, though. You want to pitch this ball early, okay? So, right there, I actually make the wrong read. You don't want your quarterback getting hit while you're pitching. You will fumble this ball a lot. Right here, notice downhill, big play potential. And there is some value in having more of a speedster back right there because you can obviously get loose. Let's go read key, pitch keys right there. I don't love this alignment with how close the read and pitch key are, but we can do it. Bang. And notice, like, that's what we don't want. We don't want a bunch of congestion right there. when we're running this because that's when we kind of get into fumble territory. It is very easy to fumble the ball in this style of offense, which is why a lot of people don't do it. And I think it's a little bit safer from pistol than it is from under center because things develop a little bit slower. So we go here again, pull the ball. Boom. Let's pitch it. Notice how we pitch it kind of early. If you can get option king on your player, that's going to help you a ton at the quarterback spot. Just something to keep in mind. Let's go here, hand it off right up the middle. Now that we get anything. When they're running these very compressed defenses, I like to go to the zone read, pull the ball, bang, pitch it, and here we get big play potential. Remember, to pitch the ball, you're just going to press left bumper. You can tap it to go with the fast pitch, or you can hold it to go with the slower pitch, which is a little bit more accurate. But you could fumble if you get hit while you're doing it. Hand this ball off right up the middle, got it loose a little bit, bang. So the run game from this, very, very basic, very, very good, especially the option game. There is the other one I do want to mention really fast is going to be the halfback slam. Now, this is not something that I'll be running very often, but if they're in something where they're just really spreading the middle of the field out, you can. Again, not a run I'm really trying to call, but if they're like, I don't know, if they're just really spreading the middle of the field out, you can do this, and it can be okay, just not my favorite by any means, and we're not really getting great looks for this either. Zone read is probably, well, right there. Zone read is probably my favorite run that we've talked about. So in terms of our passing game, we actually have a really easy play here called PA Flood Fullback Slip. If we select it, we actually can just run this totally stock. If we go snap the ball and tap the right trigger to cancel this play action, we get a very basic flood concept going on. And notice that corner route actually develops rather quickly, right? This is what the play looks like. I tap right trigger to cancel this play action. And now we're just making a very basic high-low read on that right sideline. Keep in mind, if they're blitzing you heavy, I would probably block my running back. And you can even block one of these guys, right? You could block this dude, have a drag coming underneath if you wanted to. Like, that's kind of extreme, just showing what you could potentially do here. And this will give you time. Right here, we'll go over top, and we're able to hit him. This is not an offense where you're going to be, wow. This is not an offense where you're going to be passing the ball over your opponents. But this is the type of play that can help keep your opponents honest. And they actually have to defend that. Like, that is a tough thing to defend when you're really trying to bail out for the different run plays that we have here. The other pass play I do want to talk about really fast is going to be deep curl. So if you select this really fast, and let's go against a random defense, what we can do here is simply just snap the ball, and we get a quick flat to the left side, which is an easy option, along with a curl route and a Texas route over the middle. So really what I'm trying to read right here is flat to curl to Texas right here. We could block our tailback, make it look like this. Again, not a great pass play, but it is something where, again, they have to actually respect you a little bit. They have to defend this. They can't just, they can't just, like, sell out for the run. You know what I'm saying? The Texas route can be very, very good, especially against man coverage. This is a very good option. This is the first offense I ever ran competitively. I made it super deep in a Microsoft tournament when I was like 16 years old, running literally this many years ago, and I love it. All right, we are playing Bama, but we're Vandy, so I actually kind of like our chances. Right here, we're going to flip this run, go to the right side, just because I see slightly less numbers to the right, and let's snap it. We're going zone read immediately. Let's cut this outside. See, the big thing, oh, you know what I didn't do? Good fight, by the way. I didn't do the package, right? Let's go here. Let's flick the right stick all the way over until we get 3 halfbacks. That's big because we don't want that dude as a ball carrier. We just don't want that, right? Ideally, maybe we do. I don't know. But I don't think I want that very much. Good fight, though, from him to pick up 5. And that is part of this, right? Like, you will chip away, and then break off that big run. That is the run game for you. So let's go here. Back to the zone read. We'll go left side this time. Bang. Oh, we got blocked. Notice the cut up, though. That's all left stick. If you're good with the left stick and you're good with cutting, which, again, is all just left stick pushing in different directions, you will be able to pick up yards and be able to fit through little, like, tiny cracks in the offensive line, little places where the defense doesn't fill very well. Like, you're able to do that. Now, we do have, this is a massive talent mismatch, but we should be able to hoop. Let's go. Okay. Triple option switch to the right. That P icon's a little bit closer than I'd like, but pull. Bang. Oh, he's going to play him. Let's go. We're out. Come on. Oh, skirt. Come on. Let's just go down. I could have maybe gotten aggressive right there, but there we go. Like, there's the big play potential that we're talking about, right? Go back. Try the zone read again. Maybe I should go back to the triple option switch, but the zone read's just always my, like, bread and butter. I feel like I can pick up yards on this consistently. All it takes is a little bit of stick work. All right, his DBs go back. We'll go attack left side right here. Bang. Just need some decent blocking. We're chipping. Biggest issue we're doing right now is that we're just not doing a great job of actually holding our blocks. Which, I mean, part of it's just we're playing Bama. Like, that is a thing. Let's go pass play here. Flip to the left. I like this. Boom. Got B. There we go. Good. So we're kind of showing, like, you can throw the ball here. And the reads are basic. They're very, very simple reads. Let's go triple option switch. And let's run this to the left. He has that extra player to the right, that slot. The left side here. Pull. He's going to play QB. We're going to set up that ball. I mean, that's fire. That's football, baby. That's football. And we get the 2, because why don't we get the 2-point conversion? 8-0, baby. Next offense. There's some crazy irony here in that the Michigan Wolverines have one of the worst passing offenses in college football, yet have one of the best offensive playbooks in college football 25 when it comes to passing. We're talking about 2 formations here. The gun bunch strong offset and the bunch strong or bunch X nasty. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a couple plays out of each of these. First, though, let's start out with the flood play out of bunch strong offset. This is very similar to Y sail that we talked about earlier in our first segment, where we could just literally snap this ball. Immediately, we're gonna check our our flat route. Then we're gonna work our eyes up to the tight end. He can get thrown in a couple of different areas. One is a little bit more on the sideline, like you saw right there, and we should see it again. Right? Bad pass. You want to push that all the way to the sideline. You can throw him in that area, or you can throw him, let's see, we get him again, kind of towards the sideline. You could throw him in the seam, though. We'll see if we get that opportunity here at some point while we call this a few times. We're just getting a lot of man coverage, so man, you want to pass him all the way outside and try to catch that ball in stride. Now, Michigan does still suck at the quarterback position, so there is that. And remember, first thing we're doing, looking underneath. We have this backside in route that can get open. So we see right here, we're able to hit him. Just an easy little thing. Nice, simple read, okay? Very simple play. Now, let's move on from flood and let's get to another play. This is going to start requiring some more hot routes. So if you're somebody who can't really make too many hot routes, maybe you're on the road in Dynasty or you're not comfortable with it, 1, I do suggest getting better at hot routes, but 2, this just might not be the perfect formation or a little mini scheme for you. Let's go to the play called Dagger now out of gun bunch strong offset. And what I'm going to do for you guys is simply put my point wide receiver here on a deep cross. We're going to press Y triangle, select him, then go up on the D-pad. That's going to get this deep crosser right here. Here's your play. We're just going to snap this ball. First thing we're looking for drag very quickly. If you watch that clip back, though, you'll see we also have the crosser getting open. So look for drag quickly. Hit him if he's there. Now, I'm not gonna throw it to him anymore. I'm going to try to look for the other routes just for the sake of it. The CPU will give up these drags a lot. And this time, I'll just go backside to this in route from the tight end. If we look at this play, look at my tight end route. He's like this in route, but he's a little bit of like a essentially delayed. I don't know what to call this exactly. If you know the name for this route specifically, let me know. Maybe like a delayed over. I'm not sure. But the other cool thing with this is that this crosser does a really good job. Again, I'm going to ignore this drag for the rest of this segment just because I don't want to keep throwing a drag. But this crosser does a really good job. Right, you can kind of see that. And very, very simple play to set up. So you can just hut this bad boy and, you know, just start getting after it. Go here again. We'll go A. We had B. Instead, we decided to go A. Just a little bit late on the throw. Let's go. Boom. If you have that drag underneath, please throw that drag. It's hard to see. The CPU will just give it up over and over and over again. Here we'll go RB. Threw him a little bit late right there. Simple, easy concussion, and we're good. That's the easy setup for the play Dagger. This is a play that you want to be running because it's very simple. It's going to be man zone. And here's a fun thing with this formation. We have 4 wide receivers to one side of the field. And if we look at this, I'm going to call match. I'm going to call cover 4 palms. Okay? That is a match play. We have 4 receivers over here. 3 here, right? And then a halfback. That makes 4. If we run a play, they're not going to play match coverage because there's a rule in the game where if there's 4 receivers on the same side of the field, it won't be match. And you can kind of see that. If you watch that, like that just looked like drop cover 4, regular base cover 4 zone, because we had 4 to the same side. So Easy way to cancel match is by simply running this formation. Now, if we go to Bunch X Nasty, we have a cool play here. There's a few cool ones. I want to talk about the play Whip Double Spot. And let's go up against a random defense. This one will allow you to play match coverage, though. Keep that in mind. All we want to do from here is simply put X on a streak. And then I want to put our A wide receiver on a flat. And then B on a post. And we can stem him down. So a few steps right there. This is what the play is going to look like. Feel free to screenshot it. And this is going to do a really good job against a lot of stuff. So first thing I want to do is check both flats. Notice, though, this is a throw that a lot of people aren't very good at making and realizing that it's a possibility. So steps for this play. We're going to flat our inside or our point wide receiver. In this case, it's a stock tight end. We could package him out, though. Then we want to streak our ISO. Then we want to post route our outside bunch wide receiver and stem him down. So it's actually just 4 adjustments, which isn't too many, but can be overloading at first. So this whip route, the zig, is incredibly good, right? He's great against zone, and he's great against man as well. So it's something you don't want to take for granted is him. Notice right here, we're able to hit him yet again. I should have actually taken my flat, but we just want to show the whip. And let's just go through this a few times. Go through our reads. Right, we have the flat quickly. Don't be afraid to throw that flat quick and then truck somebody. Don't hurdle. Hurdling's stupid. I just like to do it for videos. Go here again. Let's see what we got. I had halfback. I'm not going to throw him. I'm going to throw a late. Should have thrown halfback. I really try to move my eyes fast on this type of play because there is a lot going on. But easy play to run. Easy. Well, it's a little bit more of a setup, but it's a really effective play to run. I do want to mention a really good run play here out of the bunch strong, which is the duo. Now, duo's cool because it kind of gets downhill a little bit more. And you can, like, really attack some of these lighter defenses with duo, in my opinion. Just gets downhill. There's going to be a couple double teams at the point of attack. And I feel like they just do such a good job of getting to the second level, of getting a push. Like, look at my center right here. Like, that's really good, right? So, duo is a run that you want to try to have in your disposal and actually be calling a good amount inside of this Michigan little mini scheme that we're doing. This is very, very good as we get blown up right there. I do want to check something really fast. I don't believe. I want to double check before I say so. Because now I'm like double guessing myself. Okay, cool. Forget what I was even going to say. I don't love the inside zone. The read option's okay. And everything else in here, there's a lot of good plays throughout this, but we got to get into some actual gameplay. All right, Warren, we need you to Davis, I need you to be a dog. Let's go drag underneath. His user's just a step behind. Big, like, so many people struggle defending these drags, I'm telling you. I might put an orgy, but we'll go Davis after his little upset the other day. I guess, was that about a week ago now? About a week ago. He deserves all the starter reps. We'll go back to the same play, actually. Don't be afraid to call the same play back to back, by the way. A lot of people, feel like they have to switch it up every single time. And I'm not saying you have to call, even right here, we throw the exact same route even. We drop it, though. We'll go duo next. Give that a little try. But a lot of people feel like they have to switch it up or else their opponent will immediately catch on. It's like, that's just not how it works, right? Just isn't how it works. And a good example is that right there. Like, we had the same route open enough back-to-back times. Let's go, boom. Good little gain right there. That duo play is just really, really, really good. Like, it is a run play that you really should have in your arsenal. And if you could find it in other formations too, do that. Definitely do that. Let's go A. Boom. There we go. Good pass lead down and outside right there. The key to pass leading, I feel a lot of people overcomplicate it a little bit. It's really just throwing to the area of the field where the defense isn't that your receiver can still get to. Which sounds obvious, but I mean really that's what it is. Go downhill. Boom, we're gonna cut this out. Oh, we got 82. Hold your block, my brother. Hold your block. Let's flip this. And let's go to whip double spot. Let's go whip double spot right here. Flat him. Streak B. And post route him, step him down. Okay, here we go. Have A. I'm not going to throw it, though. Actually, really good defense by you. Let's throw it away. Wow, really good defense right there by him. Dang, I wonder if I could have thrown my flat route immediately. I probably could have. But I didn't. Okay. Dude, good job, good job, good job. This is a decent Oregon user. Go put him on a cross. We should be able to get our drag, I feel like, though, yeah? He hasn't been defending it. The blitz. Crosser. Oh, we dropped it. Come on now. Come on now. We need that. Because that is a ball. Ah, that's a ball right there, dude. That's a good ball. Let's flip. Let's go point wide receiver on a cross. RB. There we go. There we go. And so that's what's nice about that route combo is it forces that user to choose. And so I was going to hit the in route, but he eventually chooses to go back to the in, so we're able to hit that cross. Again, we were in a little bit of a tight situation right there. But we're able to pick it up nonetheless. Let's go duo downhill. Bang. Tutty. Michigan. Go blue. Here we go. Next offense. We have a fun one here out of the Arkansas playbook where we're going to be mimicking, or we're going to be implementing some motion and some misdirection, some run plays, some decent pass plays, some option game. And all in all, this one is very, very good. Now, I mentioned it's in the Arkansas playbook, but this can also be found in 18 other playbooks in College Football 25. And we're starting off, or we're really talking about the gun split slot offset formation. Now, first play I want to mention is this RPO read swing. Now, to be super transparent with you, it says read, which usually in the game indicates that it's a read option RPO. This isn't, okay? So you can either hand the ball off or throw it to the swing. Now, what a lot of people I found do when they run this is they never hand the ball off. You got to be willing to hand this rock off because this inside zone is very good. And a lot of users will actually start to like swing out to the swing screen, right? They'll start to cheat that way. And it's a great way to make them like, hey, pay the price, right? So you have the option to hand the ball off or throw the swing like you see right here. Very easy, and it dictates a lot of what the defense has to do. It's very tough to defend this, right? And you can kind of imagine, like, this immediately is very, very annoying, very, very frustrating. And again, hand that rock off, and you're able to get some really easy yards a lot of the time. Like, this is one of the better run schemes that you'll actually see in the game, is just doing this. So let's move from the motion RPO swing, and let's actually bump down to the motion triple option right. Now, this has that same motion going across, but what we're going to do here is we have the opportunity to go with a little triple option. Now, if you're going to pitch this ball and you have a defender coming in your face, you need to get rid of that rock fast. You have to get rid of it fast, or else it's a very high chance for a fumble. Go fast right here. Like, you want it, like, that right there is the closest I'd ever be, in my opinion, without good chance of fumbling. I thought that could have been a fumble. Let's hand this ball off. That time you don't get too much. Remember, to pull the ball with your quarterback, we're going to hold A or X. That'll pull it. Then to pitch it, we're going to tap LB or hold LB. Holding it will get a slower pitch animation, but more accurate. Tapping it will be faster, but less accurate. Pull the ball right here, tap it. Because we need that to be fast. Just keep in mind, sometimes those pitches can be a little bit slow, like you see right there, where it's like almost in slow-mo. So we have the R icon right here. That's the read key. He's who we're reading. If he crashes down, we will keep the ball. If he stands up, we will hold it. Okay? Read icon again. We end up handing it off. We probably could have kept that one. He kind of, the way he came off the line is a little bit weird. That's why we were able to hand it off, actually, and still be okay. So right here, boom, we're going to pull it. Bang. They play the pitch key. We're going to pick up our yards. Don't try to force that pitch. Be fine with 5 yards right there. Right? Be fine with that. Pull it again. This is where it's scary. That is the scariest thing, where you get blitzed and a guy just immediately gets to you. Okay? So just something I wanted to point out. That right there can be pretty scary. Boom. Able to go. Able to get a big gain. Here we go. So easy run game from this, right? We have the RPO. We have the motion triple option. Simple. What can we do to pass the rock in this? Great question. Let's go motion Y cross. Then what we're going to do from here is actually just simply put our outside wide receiver on a drag. Okay, very basic high-low going over the middle of the field. Send this on a motion. Then we're just making the read over the middle of the field. Pretty simple. This is a run first, RPO first style offense. So you definitely want to be, focusing on those first. But this is a good pass play. This is. The one thing I'll say is to have this motion right here, we kind of like, this guy kind of sucks as a receiving threat, which is unfortunate because essentially we have one guy blocking. You're right, we have a halfback blocking, then another halfback who's like wasted on a route. Just is kind of the nature of running an offense like this. Something to keep in mind. But you see, like, we're able to beat a lot of the various defenses that we're seeing on the field right now, which is always a really good indication of like, hey, this is pretty good. Right here, I don't drag the outside guy, have him on the in route, we're able to hit him. So it's going to be able to do a pretty solid job just from that. Now, if we go back, another pass play that I really like from this is actually, I've actually never seen this motion Y stick play. Interesting. Is actually going to be the play shakes. So if we call shakes right here, go up against random defense, what I actually want you guys to do is take both of your outside wide receivers, put them on out routes, and then stem them both up about 10 to 15 yards, okay? When we do this, you have two very good outside hitting routes on both sides. And if you've ever seen this deep stemmed out route, it's incredibly tough to defend. Like, these things are tough. So we go here. Something like this. Cool. We have two quick checkdowns we could hit. Or we hit these deep out routes. These things are nasty. You got to think. We are run first, RPO first offense. So they're not expecting to have to defend something like this. We start hitting them with these. It's going to put them in for a tough situation to defend consistently, right? Let's go here again. Go boom. I'll throw underneath and actually kind of make the wrong read right there. End up getting a couple. Be willing to throw underneath, right? You got to be willing to throw underneath. This doesn't have the same motion, but because we're just kind of snapping the ball, it's not the end of the world that we're not mimicking that motion. You know what I mean? It's okay, for lack of a better word. All right, live gameplay. We got Arkansas going up against Ohio State. Let's get it, boys. And he immediately this guy goes out with his user. He immediately attacked that swing with his user. So we're just going to hand that off. And that 5-yard gain is fine. We almost got actually a lot more. So I'm cool with going back to this because you got to think this is two plays kind of mixed into one even too. So go back here again. He's going to not go all the way out. So now we're kind of playing a game with his user. We really do need a little bit of a better block right there. We really do need a little bit better of a block. One thing I didn't talk about in the practice mode area of this, but we do have a motion double pass, which is very good. You've probably seen it before this year. It's a very, very good. Let's go here. Oh, we got it. Throw a block, throw a block, throw a block. We need a little... Okay, we're moving, and so far we're being able to move just running one play pretty much, right? Which is a great sign. Like, heck yeah. Let's go motion triple option. And we really got to make him respect this stuff before I'm going to go to a lot of different other things. See how he handles this. We're going to pull. He's playing... Okay, he played him. Let's go down. Try to avoid hits with your QB the best you can. Wear and tear can really kill you sometimes. So the more you can avoid hits, the better you're just going to do, at least in my opinion. We're going to go to a little pass play right here, though. In that motion. See what he does. We're going to have... I had X. We have X late. Okay. I had X throughout it, actually. I got kind of, like, scared. That'd be happening sometimes. Let's go back to the motion triple option. No way. There's no booth review happening right now. Can we please not? Thank you. Thank you. All right, motion triple option. Again, we want that motion going towards the wide side of the field. At least I want that. See, pull it. Okay. Pitch it. So you see how we pitch that ball early. Some people like to wait. Oh, some people like to wait on that pitch, and it can just... It can cost you, man. It can really cost you. Like, I like to just get rid of that pitch fast if I know that's the read. Right? Right here. We're going to the shakes play. About 15. About 15. Oh, he's on an actual out route instead of a speed out. That's annoying. There's a little bug in the game. It's cool, though. We get deep out. Oh, come back to it. Oh, we dropped it. Let's go motion Y cross again. We'll go drag. Let's go. Send that little auto motion. We're going to have Y late. Or, I'm sorry, not Y, B late. Good. Okay, 3rd and 4. Dang, that drop is annoying. Go motion, triple option. All right, 3rd and 4 is a good spot. This is 4 down territory definitely, too. Assuming this isn't a terrible play. Go, oh, handoff. Oh, there we go. Good cut. That's all left stick right there until we get into the open field. It's all left stick. I'm telling you, boys, you got to be comfortable with all left stick for a second. Do I go motion? No, definitely not here. Definitely not here, I don't. Let's go. Okay, does he shoot out with it? He does. Okay, handoff. Get out. Kind of bad stick by me. Kind of bad stick. Let's go triple option again. 5 yards, 3 plays. Let's go. Handoff. Oh, he just got that. Oh, good fight. He's got some big boys in the middle. Oh. Dang, what do I want to do right here? We'll go swing. I'm going to... Oh, he's in that. I actually think we get the swing screen right here. Let's go. Send it, send it, send it. We should have it. Throw the blocks. Good. Get to the corner. Get to the corner. Get to the corner. Come on. So here we're in the Georgia playbook, and we're actually breaking down a couple of my favorite plays from a full scheme we have over on my website, civil.gg. We have over 1,000 active members right now. 96% of people say that they've won more games since joining. And this little mini scheme I'm showing you is just a couple plays from that scheme that's on the site. So we're in the gun wing trips, and the play I want to go over first is exit PA wheel shot. Let's call this play, and let's go up against a random defense. Now, the adjustments here are pretty simple. This play looks cool because of this auto motion wheel, but actually, this play has special alignment with this slot wide receiver where he's in very close to the tight end. We're going to put him on a drag and then streak our halfback. So our player looks like this right here. Feel free to screenshot this. Let's snap the ball. First thing, what are we always looking for? We're always looking for the quick drag, right? You got to be looking for the quick drag. I'm going to try not to throw him anymore just for the sake of not spamming the same route. Then I'm making a read up to the tight end crosser above the drag and going back to this halfback streak. These do a great job of attacking zone and man coverages. You see me hitting the halfback streak a couple times. One of the biggest telltale signs of a good play is you're able to attack a lot of different coverages and hit different receivers, right? If you're just spamming the same receiver over and over again, it does not mean it's that good of a play, right? Because an actual person could take that away. Let's go here. Drag. We had the halfback. Remember, you can throw that. We'll see if we can throw the crosser. The crosser is throwable in the middle of the field along with on the sideline. Just depends. I'm going to force him right here. Like, this is a round where you could throw that crosser. He catches it, but keep in mind, it depends on what the defense is doing. They're giving me other stuff, which means the crosser will be defended. Although, he can beat man coverage pretty well, okay? So, easy play right there. Next play we want to go over is actually going to be something called PA. I want to make sure I get the name totally right, but PA Flood. PA Flood. This requires absolutely no hot routes at all. We're just going to snap the ball. Basic flood concept to the right. First, check underneath. Then we're going to work our eyes up to the corner. Boom, able to throw him. You want to make sure you get a good pass lead. That was a little scary right there. Let's go here again. Have a tight end. Throw tight end. Gotta be willing to take your check downs. You don't want to do that. You don't want to win games. Let's go here again. Have the tight end. Not going to throw it. Let's go. I mean, have the tight end. Well, I will throw the tight end. It's hard in practice mode trying to showcase it because like, I don't want to keep throwing a flat route, but it's like, they're giving it to me. We'll throw it. Right here, again, we have the tight end. Just throw the tight end if it's there. This backside in is pretty good. So here's an example of us hitting that backside in. Really good against man. Good against zone as well, depending on what they're doing. Notice how a lot of these plays I show you guys, well, actually, that was just bad. A lot of these plays I show you guys are going to do good against man and zone. Okay? A lot of people really try optimizing too much for, you know, this play is only good against cover 3. It's like, that's stupid. We can just call better plays. I'm serious. I'm very, very, very serious. So, easy play right there, right? Now, this also does have an RPO inside of it. This formation does. And it is the RPO read Y flat. Very easy. Call the play. We're going to throw this flat. Very, 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 very easy. Let's get into some gameplay. Live gameplay time. Let's get it. Exit PA wheel shot. Let's hoop, boys. Let's hoop. Let's hoop. We are playing. I feel like we've played Ohio State a few times today, yeah? That's how it feels. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Snap. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, super late, super deep, super oh! I'll be honest, that was a scary throw that I would never recommend really anybody ever make. But that was kind of hot too, yeah? Like, that was kind of like, I'm kind of like, a little bit turned on by that throw. Hey. Let's go. Where is, there we go. There's my RPO play. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. Let's go back here. Boom. Oh, they didn't block. See, that's just the thing with some of the block. Like, and I feel like it's changed throughout the year. It's like been good. It's gotten worse. Right now, I think it's in a fine place, but like sometimes they just miss entirely. Like right there, like just super, super miss. which is tough to deal with. Let's go PA flood now. Oh, we got underneath. Throw the underneath. Throw the underneath. You have underneath. Throw underneath. Do not be, because like that's the thing. You can turn into that, which you would have been cool if you threw a corner route for that far, right? You've been like, oh, great dot corner route. You gotta be willing to throw underneath because it could turn into that so consistently. Go here, and we'll throw underneath again. We're playing somebody online who does not want to adjust underneath, which is what a lot of people do. A lot of people just won't. Now we're in this situation. Let's go to the RPO. Hoping we get a little bit better blocking than we did last time. But we'll see. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it can just be so hit or miss. Easy touchdown. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. We're trying to get to 100,000. If you want full schemes on offense and defense, join over 1,000 active players just like yourself that actually win more games. You need to check out civil.gg. You can use code CIVIL30, get a cool 30% off. Link to that is in the top of the description. Again, full schemes on offense and defense. And heck, if you play a little Madden, we got full, you'll get access to everything.